Welcome back, fam. We're here. Gonna look some more artwork. Gonna talk a little bit about what we're working on. Um, every project that I've been dreaming of and that I've been working towards starts with either a dream or an idea or boredom. Let's just be honest. Not every good thing comes from some, we say fuente, some source of creativity. Sometimes you're just sitting there, you're like, man, what I've been seeing or watching or involved in, it could be better. And when you have that desire to see something better, sometimes it's good to sit down and draw, write, or come up with your own creations. And so a little bit of hard work and dedication to get you where you want to be. But until you get to that point, you know, it's the hard thing, separating time to do the things that you like to do when you still have things you must do. So today we posted a small little clip in 7 minutes talking about Benny and about my past and my life as an aspiring artist. Probably something that you don't care about, but it's okay. It's something I care about. So you're here and you're learning about it. Might as well just tell you how it works. So as a guy who's been on the mission field for nearly 15 years, one of the things I didn't think that I would use often is my art skills. And you'd be surprised at what you can do with the talents that you have. So when I first got here, the first job I had as an artist was to help my wife's friend, who was a teacher, prepare for her class. And so she needed signs and she needed artwork to go up on the walls for the kids who were coming in. And you know, $5 was like $2 a head. A picture was what she was offering. And so when you don't have a budget and you're trying to do mission work and you have talent, sometimes that thing that you do have can source money for the thing that you're trying to do. And so the first couple of years I would do little projects, coloring, drawing, painting, whatever it was for Sylvia. Sylvia, if you're out there, I know you don't understand no English, but thank you so much for helping me all those years ago. Still one of the coolest people in the world. But even today, sometimes we need something for the kids' class or for VBS, or you have a hyperactive kid at church who doesn't know how to chill. And so getting a piece of pen and a paper or a crayon and coloring book, just sit down with them and draw something, create something with them and share stories with them is a great way, is an excellent way to get them to get that energy out and for you to help out in a class in a different way other than teaching or preparing a class. So here we are. We got Benny. We're going to probably draw something beside him. I hate drawing on the same page. It's something that I'm working on. But concept work is that. Concept art oftentimes lets you, forces you to get uncomfortable. And so here we are. We have Benny. We're going to try to put something beside him. I don't know. Maybe we can do a different rendition of Benny. Maybe 3 points of view of Benny, maybe. Let's go with front facing, side facing, and let's have him doing something weird with his face. So let's separate it into 3 parts. We're going to go with this big old line here, second one here, and we're going to use this section right here for one view, another one here, and then up here a different one. So let's go ahead with the side view. As you can tell, Benny has a fairly big head. This rendition of him has. So we're going to go ahead and start here at the bottom. Get his chin out there. His cheek. Then we're going to try to figure out where we want to put his tooth. So one of the things we hadn't actually figured out is how does his face sit in 3D space? So we'll go there, have the tooth right on that chin. And then we'll get his nose coming up. And let's have it not too far out. Let's see what it looks like here. And then we can go with a kind of a snout. and curved eyes. All right, good. I'm gonna give him a bridge between his eyebrows coming forward and his head. We can go further back, all the way back here for the rest of his head. Go on to. We're gonna have his eyes kind of leaning forward, bulging outwards. There we go. Now, if we want to, we could give him eyelids. Got some eyelids. And we didn't put fur on his cheeks before, but we can do it on this one. All right. The back of his neck. And for the sake of this picture, we're just going to give a hint of where his ears would be. I'm going to fully draw it out. Just a hint of what his ears would be. All right. We have our Benny. There we go. We have Benny. Benny's looking good from a side view. And let's go ahead and throw him in the background. We'll go with his teeth probably coming in here. Curve that cheek up. We're just gonna make this cheek a little bit bigger just to see what it would look like. You can tell it look kind of like the visors from those Apple lenses or whatever they're called. That's his tooth. We'll have his nose slightly bigger. That bridge in the middle. And then his eyes coming around. I'm looking over to the side a little bit. All right. Last thing, let's have him open his mouth a little. And then the back. A fairly thick neck on this rendition. And we'll just round it out. There we go. Now, there's a lot of things we can fix. For one side of his jaw is a lot further out. That's me. Like I told you guys in my first video, sometimes I like to have everything in view. And so hiding things has always been an issue. I don't like to hide, especially not the art. But given more area behind that ear that we drew, it's okay. It's not the end of the world. We can learn to push past some of these things. And again, we're going to start here for his ears. We'll give him ears standing out. And there we go. We have our buddy looking into different positions, straight on, weird, and then looking sideways. Do we want to ink this? I don't know. I mean, I have a problem. I can't help but ink things. So we're going to ink a little bit, okay? I really like how this first one came out, the side view. It's not too distracting. You know, his head is fairly big. But at the same time, we're getting this opportunity to test out what we want these characters to look like. It's not 100% yet, so making different renditions can often give us other opportunities to use similar characteristics for other individuals. So let's say Benny has a cousin, I don't know, Terry, who comes to town, and we need a character that looks somewhat like Benny, but a little bit different. There we go. We have Terry. This could be Terry. Um, we could have Benny's old best friend, you know, visiting from across town, and never know, and giving him an opportunity to live on these pages is our way of using what we've learned. Yep. Or we've learned from drawing Benny or trying to come up with a concept for Benny or something else. So, and there we go. We are happy with what we've done today. Like I say, we can always go back. We can always fix things. We can always change the concepts. With art, you don't have to pen everything. I love pens. I love to find good pens. But the idea of penning your work isn't necessary. Drawing and getting used to shapes and getting used to the movement of your wrist is probably the most important part when you're starting out. And as you get better at it, or as you're advanced in your art, and just feel free to try something different, try something new. Next time, we'll start on a new page. And let's see who we'll work with. I mean, we could work on some of Andrew's stuff, or work on some of my stuff. You know, I have a few books that are written already, not published, not edited, but, you know, we're trying to get to that point where we feel comfortable to advance our work. You saw the spider? Tiny little spider. Right on now. Come on, go down out of here. We ain't afraid of no spiders. Anyway, you guys have a great one. It was great to see you again, and we hope you can visit us again on this channel. Until then, peace out.